You have an advantage if your hair is curly or you experience frizz, because some of the most voluminous bombshell hairstyles I've ever created started with a very curly hair. Here are the 6 stages I use to create the ultimate bombshell hairstyle. One of the biggest misconceptions is that this look only works on straight or naturally smooth hair, and it would never work on curly or frizzy hair textures. I'm here to prove that's completely wrong, because some of my favorite bombshell transformations actually started with the hair that were really curly. If your hair is curly or frizzy, the right technique can completely transform the way it looks, because curly hair has that unique advantage. It can be molded into almost any shape and naturally hold the silhouette very well when it's properly prepared. Let me show you exactly how I do it. Stage 1. Detox the scalp. Before shampooing, I apply Kérastase Elixir Ultimate Oil as a pre-shampoo treatment. It's powered by wild camellia oil, which helps to dissolve product buildup on the scalp. This is a crucial first step because clean and healthy scalp is the foundation of every great styling. When you allow scalp to breathe, you're creating the perfect canvas to work with and setting the hair for the better styling work. Stage 2. Hydrate the hair. After rinsing the oil, I shampoo and condition the hair thoroughly. The goal is that you want to bring as much moisture to the hair as possible. You can only create shiny styling finish when the hair is moisturized and hydrated from the inside. Stage 3. Build foundation and heat protection. On towel dried hair, I apply the same Elixir Ultimate Oil. It's really important to use heat protection before using any kind of hot tools. Then I use Kérastase mousse on wet hair. I apply generous amount and brush it thoroughly for the even distribution. One of the biggest mistakes people make is that they apply mousse only on the surface level, but I want the product to cover every strand of the hair. This step is incredibly important because when the hair is wet, it allows the mousse to spread evenly throughout the whole head. And when the hair dries, the product sets in, creating that invisible foundation so you can mold it in any way you want. Stage 4. Create the canvas. When working with the curly hair, sometimes I like to use round brush for the blowout, but you could also skip this step and get all the frizz out by flat ironing the hair. I prefer to use small flat iron, working through very small sections, making sure all the hair are completely smooth from roots to ends. Thin sections are really important because the heat from the iron has to reach inside of every section. If the sections are too thick, only all the surface hair gets enough heat, but you're risking to leave the hair that's trapped in the middle to still be wavy, and that will show later once you start styling the hair. Smaller sections means fewer passes with the iron, which means it's actually healthier for the hair. So please take your time with sectioning. It's all about creating a clean canvas to make your life easier when you start building the hairstyle next. Stage 5. Set the foundation. In order to create that true bombshell effect, I almost always like to add some hair extensions. That extra hair density is what looks super appealing to the eye. I typically apply 3 clip-in wefts on each side of the head and 3 longer wefts in the back. Once all the hair extensions are in, I curl all the hair using 1 1/4 inch curling iron, and I immediately set each section into 1 3/4 inch Velcro rollers. This is one of my favorite tricks. I like to use smaller curling iron with larger rollers because it creates softer wave patterns that last so much longer versus if you use the same size curling iron and rollers. Through the mohawk section, I actually like to use 3 pin curls instead of using rollers. This area frames the face the most and it needs to be styled differently. Slightly tighter wave pattern to create beautiful overall silhouette. Throughout the rest of the head, I use larger rollers to set the hair because we have hair extensions in there and they always hold the curl better than freshly flat ironed curly hair. Stage 6. Shape the style. This is where all the magic happens. In order to achieve that beautiful front face framing silhouette, I tilt the chair back, have my model look up, and I brush the hair while it's positioned upside down. The reason I do this is because the hair naturally falls down with the gravity, and when I change the head position, I can easily redirect the roots before locking them into the right place. I have much more control with the volume. It also allows me to brush the hair away from the face while all the volume being preserved around the entire hairline. Once the model is facing forward and the hair returns in its natural falling position, all the key volume areas are still intact. I apply Kérastase VIP volume in powder spray, focusing on the root area to create a good grip and support for the volume. While the model is still upside down, I continue brushing and spraying Kérastase hairspray to lock in the wave pattern before creating a side part and bringing all the hair forward. And finally, I apply a few drops of Elixir Ultimate Oil for the final layer of shine and touch of that healthy hydration finish. Follow for more Kérastase USA education and professional hairstyling techniques.